Oh shit, you're already hit record.
We're rolling.
We are rolling.
Hang on. Thursday Thunder.
Thursday Thunder.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
I got blind
Yeah.
and played darts.
All right, and hang on. Okay. How did you pull up body-wise after the New Year Christmas break? That'll be interesting. I weighed myself this morning.
I put on like 3 kilos.
3 kilos.
Yeah. Already lost 2 of it.
I lost half a kilo.
The hell? It's pretty good.
Well, does that mean I had a really boring New Year? Or
Well-
was I pedantic? I wasn't pedantic. I most probably drank. Oh, yeah, I didn't sort of consciously not have any drinks. I most probably had more drinks than I would at normal any other time, like everybody else.
This is the first New Year's I let myself just do whatever.
Go.
Because normally I'd have a comp coming
yourself
up or
go.
something. Yeah, let myself go. Normally I'll have something on, so I'll be like, no, I'm not going to eat that, or I'm not going to drink, sorry guys.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I was surprised.
I really liked playing darts.
Maybe
It
I
was
got a
fun.
tumour.
Yeah, you got yeah.
Yeah, I saw your dartboard, but you need a backboard
Yeah, that's at my house.
because it's on a concrete wall.
Yeah, Michelle's terrible.
That's
at
no good.
playing darts, yeah. Got to get some board.
Ruined darts?
Nah, not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. It's Bunnings I go.
Yes.
Injury report?
Everything's getting better. Yeah. That's all I got.
My forearm's a little sore, but I'm still
I've
training.
still got the tendon problem here in the thumb, but it's getting better. Bicep tendon problem,
You sound like whinging men now.
but it's getting better. But I'm still training.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of a back niggle, as you know,
Yeah.
about a week or so ago, 10 days ago, but that's better.
Yep.
So I did the right thing that when I felt that little twinge, I walked out of the gym straight
Yeah.
away. And
Sensible.
that's better. Yeah.
We're getting better. And we're getting older.
But still trained. You know, through the break.
Yeah, I still train.
Yeah. You know, a couple of days might have been not on the same day, but still managed to get workouts in.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
What's been happening? All right, there's lots of. We quickly we've talked about Kwame before, but he just put up another picture yesterday.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Can Ari put the picture up now?
Yeah, he most probably will be able to find it. Yeah, because we spoke about it on our Facebook chat the other day.
It just
as well.
keeps getting bigger.
Yeah, but Louis Marco. Now, if you go on Instagram and follow a guy called Louis Marco,
Yep.
he seems to post. He seems to be in the know with a lot of the pro bodybuilders, and he posts all these videos and stuff. Yeah, he shared Kwame's photo, and Louis Marco's got like 1 million followers or something crazy. So yeah, even he made a note about this guy in Adelaide, South Australia. So it'll be interesting to see him compete. I hope he competes this year. He was going to compete last year, but he had that bicep injury,
Yeah, which you wouldn't even be able to tell.
which you wouldn't be able to tell, no. So I think he's going to prep for the Muscle Mania this year.
I remember seeing Kwame's very first competition. It was the WNBF,
It'll be the NBF, yes.
and it was at some what theatre's that?
It's,
Thebarton Theatre.
was it a Thebarton?
Yeah, the Thebarton Theatre. Yeah, he had huge legs. Huge legs, upper body didn't really match that well.
Well, in that photo yesterday, he was saying he was sitting at 111, and like he was lean.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I need to find a new sport. Darts.
Anyway, moving on, other news, moving on from one freak to another. Greene, I saw this morning, came up.
Yeah.
He has signed up with one of the major Hollywood talent agencies.
Damn.
So it looks like he's really pursuing, we talked about that again before Christmas as well, a movie career.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He's been playing snippets of him doing like action things
yeah.
in China, wasn't it?
He did some movie in China.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got his own comic book, you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, where he's this, like I don't know, looks like a samurai type warrior. I might be wrong, but that's what he looks like to me. But yeah, he's got his own comic book.
It's interesting.
Yeah. So I really think what we spoke about again last year, that we won't see Kai on the Olympia stage.
Probably not.
Or most probably any other stage this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a musical theatre.
Yeah.
Maybe on that stage.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if he does a movie, that it's like a movie that we go and see, and then when it's finished, you're sitting there going, "The fuck was that?"
Yeah.
Because that's kind.
Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah.
No.
Let's just move on.
Okay, move on.
No, I had something, but it's probably not. I shouldn't
Alright.
say it.
Okay, Christmas is over, New Year's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 15 and a half weeks today
Shit.
to season 8.
Was that 107 days or something?
109 days yesterday, so 108 days today. So that's the IMBA Adelaide Classic, April 23rd. The entry form is now live on iCompete.
Cool.
So if you're not sure on how to enter, go to the IMBA South Australia Facebook page. I pinned a post to the top of the page. It's got all the step-by-step details on how to enter. I put that entry form live yesterday about 2 o'clock, and 7 entries came in overnight.
Wow.
So congratulations to, I think it was Harley Lee Hall, was the first entry.
Oh, congrats.
And Harley competed last year, so she's coming back.
I've got 3 guys competing in it.
Yeah, cool. So what we'll obviously everything will start ramping up now pretty well. So join the page, IMBA South Australia Facebook page. All the details will be posted there. We'll be starting posing workshops. We'll start 10 weeks out, so in about 5 weeks' time. And we are going to have an IMBA Get Stage Ready seminar, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. So we'll announce a date. It'll go straight away on the IMBA Facebook page, and we'll talk about it next week. We'll have a date definitely.
Yep.
So it will be this month and within the next fortnight, which means that it will most probably be on the 22nd.
Yep. Which is a Sunday.
Which is a Sunday. It'll be held here at 1 p.m. at the gym.
Yep.
All right. But just keep an eye on the Facebook page just to confirm all that. We will have people like yourself, posing coaches, comp prep coaches, IMBA judges, me, and anybody else associated, Comp 10 Australia, people like that will be all on board and coming to this seminar to talk about their services. We'll cover all the divisions, how to enter, how many divisions you're going to enter, the whole works.
And what the stage and what the day's like.
Yes.
So you got an understanding of what's going to happen.
That's right. So especially if you've never competed before, that will be something that is a must.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I remember my first time, I had no idea what the hell was going on.
No.
I didn't go to any of them. But I don't think you
Well,
have
I'll
to.
tell you about when I first competed in 1987.
I wasn't even born.
No, well, hang on. That's 30 years ago this year, in May.
Yeah, damn.
Was my first competition.
Yep.
And that was the NABA, and it used to be also called the Adelaide Classic, the NABA Adelaide Classic.
Was it NABA or SABA?
Well, it was called SABA, but it was obviously under the NABA. Now, that was the only federation that was around in those days. Now, think about this. Back in 30 years ago, in 1987, there was no internet.
No.
There was no comp prep coaches.
No.
Nothing like that. There was absolutely
There was creatine.
no.
There wasn't even creatine?
No. Creatine came in about 95.
Fuck. Wow.
Yeah. So, the only access we had to any sort of bodybuilding information was magazines, and pretty well the only one around then was Muscle and Fitness magazine.
Yep.
And Robert Kennedy's Muscle Mag International. So I got all my diet information from that. There was a couple of people at the gym that I trained at who had competed before, and I would just go to things like and say, you know, is fried fish good to eat? And they go, no. Okay, no fried fish. So it was, and I did everything on my own. Did the whole prep on my own. I can remember I had buckwheat pancakes as my last meal of the day. I had nothing but like rice and potatoes with every meal, with a little bit of chicken thrown in and fish every now and then. And I think I was the most shredded that I ever have been in all my comps.
Carbs.
Yeah. But granted, back then I was a carpenter working on the tools and in the country most times, so I was working like a dog, you know, and then just throwing my training. So yeah, that was the Adelaide Classic. On the day of the comp, you would rock up at the comp. Every competitor had to come there for a competitor meeting.
Oh yeah.
So we rocked up at the competitor meeting. The shows were running a two-show format. So you would have pre-judging would be about, you know, I think it was around midday. Everyone would then go home, and you'd come back at 7 o'clock for the night show.
Yep.
And everyone got dressed up at the night show and everything.
Damn.
Yeah. So it was like, that was the show. So at the prejudging in the morning, there was hardly anyone in the audience. Like really, it was just empty. And you were just judged. You were judged. You still did your routine as well, and you were judged and everything. So all the decisions were done. The night show was just purely a trophy presentation entertainment part. Oh. So you did your routine again. That's all you did. And the division, then the winners were announced.
Wow.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore.
No. The NABBA Universe is still run as a 2-show thing.
Oh, God.
And some of those NABBA international shows, Daniel Lansfield actually just said that almost will be the last time it'll be run like that.
Yeah.
Because it ends up being such a long day.
Yeah.
So I can see that they'll be changing that as well. But going back to the competitor meeting, so we went to the competitor meeting, and there was all these competitors in the audience. You know, we're all just sitting there. This was at the Dom Polsky Centre.
Yep.
That's where the shows used to be run. And so they would call out each division at a time. You know, they'd say men's teenage, you know, and 3 guys would stand up, and they'd go to the front, get their number, hand in their music, etc. Then they'd say, oh, men's junior, and then they'd come. So you're sitting there all the time. So I was in men's novice. So, and there was a lot of competitors. Like, I'm going, wow, there's a lot of competitors. You know, in those days, a lot. There was most probably 40, 50, which was big in those days.
Yeah,
for an NABBA show.
yeah.
And I'm going, wow, and there was some big dudes, you know. And I'm going, wow, there's a lot of guys, you know, men's open's going to be huge. Then they called up men's novice, and everyone stood up. I think there was, from memory, about 22 of us.
Oh my God.
It was something crazy. And I thought, holy crap, you know.
That's a big lineup.
Yeah.
Cool.
And out of that show then, the top 3 in that division, in the men's division, all went on to win an Australian title in the future.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Michael Buda was one of them. Colin Campbell, I think, came 3rd. And there was another guy that used to live here, he was a police officer, he's now moved to Perth. Name escapes me. But all those 3 won an Australian title.
Wow.
Yeah. Michael Buda won a couple of Australian titles, I think, and he went on to win the South Australian title quite a few times.
Far out.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Fun fact.
I finished 8th.
That's not pretty good.
Which I was really happy with. I was 8th place. What's sad about it though is, out of all of those people, there's only one other person I know now that trains.
Oh, really?
Paul Anderson.
Oh.
Paul Anderson came 7th.
Oh, Paul.
Beat me, bastard. But Paul is still around. We still see Paul every day, and he's still training.
Still competing.
And still competing, yeah. So out of everyone else, as far as I know, in that, they've all disappeared. They're not training anymore.
Paul even broke his back.
Yeah, which is sad, you know.
And he's still competing.
It just shows you, you know, like, I'm still training because I love training, not because I'm training to compete. I just love training. The competition side is just a
byproduct.
A byproduct of that training. Yeah. So none of these people are still training. Mike Buda, I think, does a little bit. He's in Queensland. I see him on Facebook every now and then, but I don't think he's any sort of serious training. Yeah. Colin Campbell blew both knees at the gym. I was there when he did that.
Oh,
yeah, on the leg press.
Oh, God.
So I can understand why he doesn't train anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's just interesting fact.
Oh, imagine that. Both your knees. Far out.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, that's 30 years ago, in May.
Well, there you go.
And it was right at the beginning of May. They always had the Adelaide Classic, usually in the first weekend in May. Yeah. Speaking of NABBA, they've got their show on April the 30th.
Yeah, April the 30th.
Yep.
Which is what, a week after?
A week after ours. A&B, have they?
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah,
I don't know.
so I'm not sure about that. I haven't seen anything.
When we find out, we'll...
Yeah. But so, April 23rd, Adelaide Classic. April 30th. I have a feeling the A&B was following week in May. But I could be wrong. Check out the A&B Facebook page. They'll have it all in details.
If you're a newbie to it, I'd suggest do all of them.
Well, they're going to be pretty well consecutively.
Yeah, if you're in condition,
Yeah.
why not get more experience?
So the IMBA show qualifies you for the IMBA City Nationals in Sydney.
Yep.
And it will also qualify you for the Nationals in October.
Yep.
But you've got the City Nationals, I think, are in the first weekend in June.
Okay.
Or the last weekend in May. Again, just check out the IMBA Facebook page. We'll have all the details on there. And they are then a qualifier for a new show, which is the World Amateur Titles in Thailand.
Ah.
Yep. So check out the IMBA/iCompete website. We'll have all those dates on it. So you have got the opportunity to travel overseas.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. And
like
pretty well, to qualify for that title show, Thailand show, you don't have to do the City Nationals. You just need to compete at the state level.
Oh, killer.
Yeah.
There you go. Moving on.
Moving on. All right, we'll just quickly touch on this.
Facebook gym fails.
Facebook gym fails. Now we always see Facebook gym fails, but
All the time.
the shit hit the fan last week or something where some guy made a comment, and even Channel 9 and Channel 7
Yeah.
and everyone got onto it, and this guy, well, he was a kid,
Yeah.
was crucified for filming some lady who had no idea what she was doing and sort of laughing behind her back. You know? Now look,
It's not right.
it's not right, but how many times do we see? There's that picture of that lady on the cable crossovers dancing that's been going around on Facebook for like 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think he deserved. I think what I'm really upset about is the Channel 7 and Channel 9 move. They made it look like bodybuilders are wankers.
Yeah.
You know, which look, we all laugh at that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just laughed. Kill me. But you know where I'm getting?
Yeah.
Yeah, back me up here.
Yeah, well, see it happen all the time.
Well, it happens all the time, and we've been seeing this happen like for months, years on Facebook, and all of a sudden this kid gets crucified.
What is it? Everyone's getting more political correct.
Yeah.
Just have it. It's a joke. I mean, yeah, you could have helped her out, but
Well, you don't know. He might have helped her out.
Yeah.
She might have told him to piss off. I don't know.
don't judge a book by its cover.
No, exactly right. Anyway,
What's funny?
what she was doing was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, one more topic. I've had people ask me about some of the podcasts that I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I like listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
I drive a lot. I do cardio in the morning, so I'm listening to all sorts of podcasts. Most of them are bodybuilding related. So you can see here all my podcasts.
Yep.
So there's
Oh, they come. Yeah.
There's quite a few of them, you know. And I'll mention a couple, and Ari, if he's clever, he should be able to find a little graphic for it.
Yep.
Yeah, most of these are all on Facebook anyway. They've got their Facebook page that you can then get links to the thing.
You were telling me about a good one that you were.
There's a new one that I've just started listening to called This is Bodybuilding. So it's been around, I think, since about July last year.
Okay.
And it's done by Daniel Lansfield.
Australian.
Yeah, so he's the son of Graham Lansfield, the president of NABA Australia. Daniel is an MC. He compares.
Great MC.
Yes, and he's a really good interviewer. Now, with this podcast, he just interviews Australian legends of bodybuilding. And it doesn't have to be competitors. He's interviewed promoters. He just interviewed, this morning I listened to another one, because I'm catching up on all the old ones. He interviewed the MC of the Universe. His name is Nigel Gordon-Ray, and he's MC'd the Universe for something like 25 years.
Wow.
And he had some really great stories.
Yeah, I can
Just the
imagine.
stories of backstage, what he'd seen at the Universe, and you know, and he asked him about his funniest experience in the Universe and everything. So it was a really good listen. It was virtually what you would call a nobody in bodybuilding, but a somebody who's an important cog in running the Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's actually a professional speaker, I found out. That's his job. He does seminars and professional speaking and everything. So he's got one of these crooner voices, you know.
Yeah.
Sounds like melted caramel in your ears.
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, so the perfect MC voice.
Yeah.
But he has some really great stories. But another one that I just finished listening to was an interview with Monica Brandt.
Okay.
You remember Monica Brandt? Or are you too young?
Probably too young.
Monica would have been the first fitness bikini model that everyone dreamt about privately.
Oh.
Yeah, like she was on the cover of all the magazines. She was the face of female bikini when it first started back in like 1991, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, so she won all the shows. She was in all the magazines. She's 46 years old now and made her comeback at the Universe. Went to NABBA.
Oh.
Yeah, cool. And did a so Daniel interviewed her. She had some great stories about the IFBB because she's not with the IFBB anymore.
Yeah.
How they basically kicked her out because she didn't.
Hold on. Let me give you my
She didn't
surprised face.
toe the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where she, some of the things she came up with were pretty damning. Like she said that she was told straight out she'd rock up at top IFBB professional shows and said, no, you're going to place here. And the show hasn't even started.
What?
Because you done this, or because you went to another federation show, or because you supported this person.
So that's how Aaron Crawford got 9th place.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so this is bodybuilding. It's a really good podcast, just with interviews, and they're really well conducted. There's no stupid carrying on. There's no swearing. It's just a really good podcast.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. Some of the other ones, I'll quickly just go through them. There's Muscle Asylum Radio. You can find all of these on Facebook. Bodybuilding Nation Radio. These are both Australian podcasts as well.
Yeah.
Also very heavily IFBB.
Okay.
Yeah, so they really won't even discuss hardly any other, which is a pity.
Yeah.
Geared Up.
Oh, okay. That sounds great.
Yeah, look, it says, like you say here, unfiltered raw bodybuilding. It is. There'll be sometimes a 2-hour podcast on steroids.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but also they tend to interview a lot of people who aren't these big mainstream, upcoming amateurs or British champions and European champions. PBW Radio, that is the official IFBB.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's run by Chad Nichols, so lots of news about contests and things like that. Heavy Muscle Radio, that is Chris Acedo and Dave Palumbo.
Oh, okay.
Also very heavily IFBB, obviously, but they will run and analyse every pro show and major amateur show overseas.
Awesome.
So if you're into that and the news, bodybuilding, really good one. Muscle Radio with Scott Goebel and Luke Shenbury, one of my favourites.
Oh, yeah. That'd be funny.
Well, it's funny, but these two also talk very well.
Yeah.
They cover the news really well. They're funny without being overly crude. I'll quickly go back to like Bodybuilding Nation Radio and Muscle Asylum Radio can be, well, I'm going to say straight out, a little bit childish, Group of 3 or 4 guys, and they'll start carrying on and talking shit and swearing and carrying on and, after a while it gets tiresome. Just get on with the news or whatever.
Yeah.
But Scott Goebel and Luke Shenbury, really, really good. The only problem is that they only do it once every 3 months or so.
Oh.
And every time they do it, they say, yeah, we're going to get on and we're going to do this a little bit more often. And the next episode is 4 months down the track again.
Okay.
So Scott and Luke, do it because it's really entertaining to listen to.
I'll tell them.
Capital Bodybuilding Radio, that's by Xavier Wills.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Also very heavily IFBB, but a nice, good professional podcast.
Yep.
Interviews with people, all the IFBB news, all the IFBB gossip, interviews with lots of Australian amateur champions. I like it too, very professional podcast. ATP Project, you're familiar with that?
Yeah, they're good.
So by ATP Science, if you're really into nutrition, supplements, how the body works, all these sorts of things, well, that's a must.
Oh, I learned heaps from that.
Yeah, so I've
great.
learned just so much from that.
Yeah.
And the other one that I do is called the MFCEO Project. But this is not a bodybuilding podcast, it's a business podcast.
Yep.
A sort of motivational, you want to succeed, get off your fucking ass, do the work type podcast. MFCEO stands for?
Is it what I think it is?
Yeah.
Mother.
Yeah, it's a motherfucking CEO.
Yeah. You're right.
So the language is just that. You know, he's very off the cuff. Guy's name is Andy Frisella. Quick background, Andy Frisella started a chain of supplement stores in Milwaukee, USA called the Supplement Superstore. Turned it from one store into I think 13 now. And he owns a supplement company called First Form. Form spelled F-H-O-R-M, First Form.
Okay.
I've had a look, really good supplement range. It's turned his business from a turnover, he said, of his first day when he opened his shop, he turned over $7.50 when one of his mates came in and bought 2 bars.
Oh.
He now turns over approaching $500 million a year. And he's done that in about 14 years.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So really good business, and you don't have to be in business. If you want to improve yourself, if you're a personal trainer, if you're in some sort of business for yourself, really good podcast. One of those, get off your ass and do the work. All right. So that's some of my favourite things. And there's some good stuff in there. There's some, you know, I think Muscle Asylum Radio and Bodybuilding Nation Radio, these guys can make it a lot better, and I think they will.
Yeah.
They're slowly getting better and better. They're very new, you know, those two. But definitely check out This Is Bodybuilding. I think you'd like it.
I probably would.
Yeah, it's something, and you know, they're not like 2-hour podcasts, they're about 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. And very easy and entertaining to listen to. That's it.
That's it. Are we finished with the special quickly?
Yeah, we'll finish off. We've got a couple of specials now to launch off the year. So all the stores are back to operational, gym's back to operate, everything's all going.
Yep.
We have got a great special on which we launched yesterday, and overnight our Ari said the internet sales went just nuts. So it just shows you that people really wanted this special. We've got an ATP special, so ATP Science products. Buy any 3 products mixed, or 3 of the same, or whatever, and get 15% off.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So that will run for this month, online and in store here at the gym as well. Our ever popular Optimum Nutrition Whey, the best-selling protein powder in the world. We've had a price drop on that. The £5 is now an everyday price of $89.95.
Damn.
And the £10, $169.95. So they're all online.
Available online with free delivery?
Free delivery. Yep. So I think we're still one of the only websites that do free delivery.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Most will do, like if you order over $200 or something, you get free delivery. But doesn't matter what you order from us, you get free delivery.
But the more,
and next day delivery.
The more the better.
Next day delivery overnight in Adelaide. That's it.
It's a long one.
Oh, well, first one back, couple of week break.
Yeah, that's true. You've got to make up for the 2 of them together.
Yeah. So don't forget, hit like, subscribe, tell your friends. If you've got any questions, comment below. We'll endeavour to answer them next week.
Yeah.
That's it. We'll catch you next week.
Stay humble, don't be dumb.
See ya.
Good thing you put in a new battery.